Well, that's not good. It's gonna be a long day. You can see I'm rocking my Yarrick archery here. Josh was nice enough to reach out to me and said, hey man, I want to help you out with the channel. I want to do a sponsorship, I want to do a giveaway. I said, perfect timing. We're about to do a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So Yarrick Archery in Pittsburgh, North Carolina is going to be sponsoring that. More details coming soon. Now I got to put some fall food plot in, and it's too wet to disc. Now, thankfully, fall food plots are pretty forgiving. As wet as that soil is, I'm going to go out here and broadcast all this and then just track it in with the tractor. Fall food plots are pretty forgiving, so I think I'm gonna be okay. It is really muddy out there. Plus the big tractor is down and out, so I don't even have the big tractor to disc it. Cultipacker is just gonna pack up with mud. So we are just going to broadcast the seed and then track it in with the little tractor. I think we're gonna be okay. This is a biologic blend from Tractor Supply. It was on sale because it was a damaged bag, and it was another 20% off all food plot seeds. So I got this bag at a good price. We have got radishes, rape, oats, and a little bit of wheat in here. And I've got a 50-pound bag of this BFG supply. They call it the 4-way mix. It also has some wheat in it, but it's got rye grain, oats, and some crimson clover. My main go-to for fall food plots are oats, rye grain, crimson clover, and I do like winter peas. I don't have winter peas this year, doing it on a little bit of a budget here, but I think we're going to have plenty of variety here for the deer. Also, through the spring for the turkeys. Both the deer and the turkeys love wheat, oats, and crimson clover, so that's what we're going with. Yep, the spider's about to go for a ride. There we go. And last but not least, we're going to cut it here with a little Dixie Crimson Clover. I'm never going to financially recover from this. I know it seems a little redneck, but let's go take a look at it. In my experience, these fall crops are just much more forgiving as far as being able to just be broadcasted onto bare soil, especially if you've got soil moisture. Then if you come back through here like we just did and track it in, we should be good. Our big tractor is down and out, so we can't come in here and disc, and even if we could, this would be an absolute muddy mess. By coming in here with the tractor and running back and forth, these seeds are buried all down in these tracks here. I mean, it's actually covered up with soil in some cases. The wheat is still sitting up on top a little bit, but a lot of that wheat is pressed down into all these tracks. So I just came into the lower half of this field and just tracked and ran over every single spot, no spot left untracked. And when you come down in here and look in these tractor tracks, you can see that wheat seed pressed all in here. You can't see the rape and the clover as well. The wheat's more obvious, but the oats, the rape, the clover, all the exact same thing. It's all pressed down into this mud. Some areas, there's a little bit of rape right there. So some of these areas, it may sit a little bit higher and drier. So I'll keep going through here a couple more times, but I think this is going to be just fine for getting this fall food plot set. Because most of these crops just need seed soil contact. They don't have to be turned into the dirt. Sometimes it's not perfect and it's not exactly what you planned, but you just make it work. Broadcast spreading and then tracking it in with the tractor. It's actually way quicker than coming out here, swapping implements, putting the disc on. The disc would have made an absolute muddy mess anyway, even if the tractor wasn't broken. So we're making lemonade out of here with the lemons we've been given. But thankfully our lemons are, well, another tractor. Probably would have wrecked in the ditch if that had come out while I was driving. Woo, this one's for you, Liz. My wife loves spiders. So we're up here in what we call the front field, where the deer like to cross out of this cattle pasture and feed up into these hardwoods here. And every year Dad sets a food plot over here. We will see deer in this plot a lot coming and going from the property. So I'm just gonna come in here and broadcast. Reminder, our big tractor and the disc are down right now and the ground is really wet and muddy. Just gonna broadcast all that seed down into the standing foxtail grass, all the weeds in here, then come back in and mow over it in kind of a no-till type application here. I'm not gonna be cutting dirt. I think it'll work out just fine. Because our big tractor's down and out, I had to take the bush hog off of it, put it on the little one. I don't know if the little tractor has ever seen the bush hog, but it's a 24, 25 horse, so it should have no problem at all with the 5-foot bush hog. I just don't think we've ever put it on there. But this little guy has now come down to help me. I'm gonna go mow a field. We're gonna go cut that grass, lay it down on top of that seed, and it should provide a nice kind of no-till application. Shouldn't be a problem. Plenty of soil moisture, fall food plot, should be good. Well, that is going to wrap this one up. Just spent another hour out here just doing some routine mowing, general maintenance to the property. But I think we're in really good shape. 200 pounds of wheat has been top dressed across a little over 2.5 acres. And we've got 2 fall food plots put in, a little untraditional methods with broadcasting and tracking the one end, and then broadcasting and mowing the other end. Our mobile mechanics up there right now checking on the tractor, seeing what's going on. We think a stick or something jumped up and busted the hydraulic line. So hopefully he can get that fixed. But we were down a tractor and down a disc. That little tractor is just not quite heavy enough to pull that disc without the loader on it. And these fields are really muddy. So went a little non-traditional this year, but fall food plots are pretty forgiving. So I think we're going to be okay. Hopefully we'll get back out here next weekend, have us another dove hunt over all this top dress, top sown wheat. But until then, I really appreciate you guys watching. God bless. Take care.